Well, good morning, everybody. This is Brandon here, Little NC Farmer, coming to you again today. We're going to try something today. I'm going to try and graft this apple tree. This tree that I have right here is best I can tell, it is a Macintosh. I'm not 100% sure of that. This came from a seedling that came up out in my little garden here several years ago. And I planted it here in an old stump hole. There used to be a redbud tree right here and it died. And so I just stuck this in that stump hole, and believe it or not, it has grown a lot faster than I ever anticipated on it doing. So my plan is today, in my research that I have done, this tree is not going to make really anything. There's a possibility that it could. And I know for a fact it's 5 years old and it has never bloomed. It has never had any kind of fruit on it whatsoever. And I really do not like the way that it has started out. It really got ahead of me early on, and I did not prune it properly. And so I'm going to start this thing over. I have some scions that are wine sap that I want to graft to this as a stump mainly. And I'm going to cut this thing off and we're going to start it over. Let me swing around here and show you kind of what we've got. As you can see right down here, we've got a fork, but it goes straight on up, and you can see it's just a mangled up mess, really. I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to cut it off just about below that fork right there. I'm going to take the fork off and everything. And I'm going to do, I think it's called bark grafting. I think that's right. I've done some research, done a little homework on this. I'm going to try this. I don't know what's going to work. I've not lost nothing. A friend of mine at work gave me the scions that we're going to try and graft onto this. And so we're going to see what happens. This may be a teetotal failure. I really cannot say what's going to happen for sure. But we're going to try it and see what happens. Okay, guys, I hope the first part of this video took. I don't know if I had it on camera or if I had it on, video or had it on camera. But anytime you're messing with something like this, it is very important, even if you're just pruning something, keep you some alcohol handy and clean your knives, your clippers, your pruning shears, what have you. Keep it very clean. Now, I did not use a chainsaw to saw this stump off. I sawed it off with my reciprocating saw with a clean blade on it. I do have a little paint, but hopefully with a little alcohol that'll be okay. Now let me show you the stump. This is what we have right here. I'm going to trim it up a little bit with this knife, and then we're going to try to get us a place in it to stick at least 3 to 4 grafts and see what happens. That knife is very sharp, as you can see, and it doesn't know the difference between meat and wood. And this is a kit I actually ordered off of Amazon, and took a little longer than I expected to get here, but I'm really impressed with this knife to be what it's from and what it is, because it was made across the pond, we'll say that, about like everything is. Keep whittling at it, we'll get it. Alright. Now, okay, these are the little scions that, and I've got some more over there, but I'm going to doctor on these a little bit. We're going to cut this stuff off, and we got to do some cutting on these. Because the way I understand it, we want to go about 2 inches down if I can. It's the first hawk bill that I have ever owned. I need to get my eyes on so I can see exactly what it is I'm doing now. I know some of you experienced people in there are probably looking at me and saying, what in the world is he a-doing? Well, I'm learning, put it like that. But the object is to get this open, and we want to shove this down in here, just like so. Now, what I'm fixing to do is tape this up. Alright, there's one, and I would love to be nice if I had one right there, but that, I don't see that happening. We might, that might be a blessing anyway that it's not. I'll show you why in a minute. And I'm just taking and tapering this down on one side, like so. So you can see here. Now there is another way I might can put one over here. We'll see in a second. And we're going to wrap this up good and tight. Okay. I got that in the dirt just a little. I'm going to clip it off. Okay. Let's see how that's going to do. Okay guys, you can see I've taped this thing up really well. The way I understand it, we want to keep this from water especially getting down in around where these grafts are. It's not professional, and I will tell you, I don't know if I said it on the onset of this video or not, but this is not a how-to. This is a learning experience from me. Now, so there is some things that I know. And one thing I know is you do not want to reverse the direction of your grafts. In other words, you want to be sure that the end that goes against the tree is the end that was against the tree that came off of. If you understand what I'm saying. I do know that, and I'm sorry for holding this camera shaky, but I do know that from experience, because what will happen, it'll reverse the direction. You'll have leaves, but you will not have fruit. You may even have blooms, but I know for a fact I had that happen with a grapevine one time. And there is a way to do a grapevine, and I can show you that one day. I may do a video on that, but I'm going to do all this in one video. And today is February the 26th, 2024. And we're going to come back when this thing buds out, and I want to record that date so that you know, and I'm going to do all this in one video. And so just hang on. Hopefully I can show you the results. And some people put a bag over it with some tin foil on it. I don't know, I may do that, we'll see. And we'll see what happens. But I did use some wax, and if you ever use that stuff, have you some mineral spirits or something handy, or use you a knife or something, because it's aggravating to get it off your hands. It's about like pine resin. We call it rosin around here. But anyway, that stuff is gummy as it can be. But I did put that around each graft to seal it in and keep as much water out of it as possible, because the way I understand it, you definitely do not want rainwater, whatnot getting in there. But also, you do not want this to become dehydrated and dry out either. And it's the end of February, we're going into March, and around here that means it's going to be a windy time. So I'm probably going to put a plastic bag over top of this and then put some aluminum foil over it, because that will prevent it from getting too hot. And so we'll do that to finish it up. But this will be something that I can manage. I don't know about this little one down here. I don't know about this one. We'll just see. If it becomes a problem, we'll just have to remove it. But hopefully these grafts will take. And these are off of a wine sap apple tree, from what I've been told. And so anyway, hopefully I can come back and show you the results and what they're doing. So see you then. Well, hello guys, this is Brandon, Little NC Farmer. I know it's been a spell since I've put out any videos, just working and a lot going on. So, but what I wanted to show you today is a follow-up. And of course, this is all going to be one video, but I wanted to show you a follow-up on the apple tree that we grafted. And we did that, I think it was in March. Y'all pardon my memory, but it is actually the 1st of May. It's the 7th of May 2024. And so I want to show you what this looks like now. Now, as you can see, I did 4 of these, and this one I don't think is going to do anything. This one I'm a little uncertain about, but now this one, you can see it has some vigorous growth coming out on it. And these are wine sap scions that we put on here. I have no idea what kind of tree this was, and according to what I've been able to find out, that just came up from a seed out in the garden, and it really won't make anything until something has been root grafted to it. And of course, this is not root grafting, but as close to it as I can get. But we're going to just leave this like it is for now, and it may stay that way the most of the summer. I don't know. I'll just kind of have to play it by ear, because this is a learning experience. This is by no means a how-to video. So thank you guys for following along on this. And I don't know which video is going to come out first, this one or possibly something else, but have a big surprise coming for you, something that I have wanted for some time. And it won't be a stranger on the channel, but it'll be my first time saying this is mine. And so anyway, I look forward to being able to do that with you very soon. Thank you guys from Little NC Farmer.